Well, I got pressure on the system, and guess what? Oh my goodness. That was an easy find. Yeah, let's see. Wow. Yeah, that plastic, I got a leak right here, as well as right here. Anytime you see coolant on top of the transmission, guys, and you got a lot of plastic components on top of it, yeah. Now here's the deal. Y'all see that shiny thermostat? I just put that on maybe 6 months ago. That's why they back. See, that's the thing. That's the difference. This is a 2015 Dodge Dart. Yeah, people will bring these cars back to a high facility like this. They won't let, like they let Cousin Pookie slide. No, they won't let us slide. Well, they coming back and they want it fixed for free. Now, they're entitled to get it fixed for free if it's the same thing. However, this is not the same repair I made. Okay, yeah, I get it though. If you look down here and see, well, they just put this thermostat on and you see coolant right there, it's easy to suspect that that thermostat is leaking. When in all actuality, it's the hoses that's leaking. Now, the hoses was semi-disturbed. You got to remove the hoses in order to get the thermostat off. However, the hoses was not leaking at the time. Every repair I make as it relates to cooling system, guys, I pressure test. I don't go all the way up to the full 20 psi pressure, okay, but I do pressure test, and if I don't see any leak, I deem that was a successful repair. However, again, this one looked like it wasn't a successful repair. So there has to be a delicate line in explaining this. All right, now we're gonna likely use the term, because it's true, this is a high mileage vehicle, and those plastic fittings are simply brittle and worn out, and we recommend that you do them all. I've never seen this one leak, but yeah, this is a plastic three-way. I don't even know if they sell that, so which begs the question, should you do the hoses and everything? Y'all see how funky this stuff is? Take special tools to clamp these down. Okay, but notice these plastic fittings will give out before the hose will leak, or from an actual hose standpoint. But yeah, you can hear it pss, pss. So I don't know how this stuff come, or how the lower radiator hose come up here and attaches to the thermostat. That is the one I replaced. Okay, again, you need a special tool to clamp these down, but let me go let her know the good news and the bad news. The good news is I found the leak. The bad news is it's not something we did. In other words, it's not going to be a free repair. No, we can't fix this for free, because it's nothing we did. So the reason they don't go back to those other shops is they don't no longer have trust in them. And I admit, guys, this can ruin trust. This can cause trust issues. People, you got to put yourself in the consumer's shoes. All right, I just had my car there 6 months ago with a coolant issue. There wasn't no leak. It came in for the P0128 thermostat code. So yeah, they got a thermostat. They didn't get hoses because, again, it wasn't leaking. Now it is. Okay, but the optics surrounding this, it looks bad, but it takes a special kind of guy to explain to the customer what's going on here. Plastic contacts just leaking. Now I'm wondering, did they upgrade? I know a lot of y'all like to use the aluminum Derman stuff. However, we don't sell that type of stuff here. So I'm going to go get an estimate on this whole complete setup and let them choose if I got to charge them the normal labor. Okay, let them choose if they want to do it or not, and then we go from there. All right, guys, that's all I have, man. But the pressure tester is your friend. Some people have use vacuum. Some people use the other kind of pressure tester. I'm old school. I still got this one. I have one that my buddy gave me too. I use it occasionally when I'm not doing like a video. I'd rather do the video using this. Guys, I gotta go. Let's see what happens, man. Y'all stay tuned. Alrighty, guys. So here's this Dodge Dart, guys. Yes, that didn't take long at all. This customer says she want her damn car fixed. Remember the one I pressurized? You see all I got coolant all over the floor because I didn't put a bucket under here. But these plastic fittings has had it. Okay, they had enough. Now, I want to talk. Let me show y'all something, okay? Because I know a lot of y'all are against plastic parts, but that's just the society the world we live in now. What is that? 141,000 miles. Is that what they say? Yeah, 141,000 miles. So these hoses went 140,000 miles. Now, should you expect another 140,000 miles out of? Perhaps. Okay. Even so, they probably redesigned for even better plastic. All right. You're never gonna get the exact same part you taking off your car to put on your car. Every car company, every part has some type of revision to them. All right. So it may last even longer. My point is, no, I didn't get better. I didn't get brass fitting or. I mean, it didn't come. I can order. I had to order these parts, and we only want to use Mopar OEM parts. So I was thinking I was going to get some totally different design parts. However, yes, guys, as you see what I got here, similar parts to the same parts that I have on the car already. Yeah, they look like they still black plastic. That's fine. All right, should get another 150,000 miles out of these, but a lot of y'all seem to think cars are not built to last. All right, guys, when you're building cars, when anything else business, you trying to cut costs, you know, as much as possible. So there may be a result on why parts are built the way they're built. Look at this. Yeah, heater hoses. Clip. So it should be fairly easy, and the other ends go here. I got the pins in it. The only thing I'm upset about, or I'm not too thrilled about, is that I didn't get OE hose clamp. They didn't get me no freaking hose clamp. These are worm clamps, damn it. You know, when you're using radiator hose or hoses in general, if you are attaching to, like this radiator, the neck is plastic. So if you're attaching a hose to a plastic neck, you essentially want to use some type of tensioner clamp. All right, yeah, tensioner clamp. All right, I didn't get that. They didn't give me that. I wonder, can you reuse this? I'm gonna try to take this off real carefully and try. It's gonna be hard to take it off in one piece. Probably rip it, tearing it off, taking it off. But yeah, I'm not a fan of this on rubber or plastic necks. All right, well, here's my whole issue. This is where the bulk of the leak was coming from. No, the bulk of the leak was coming from right here, under pressure. So yeah, the two hoses, the hoses that go here, look at these special clamps. Damn it, I want these type clamps. Jive suckers. Anyway, you can see I got work to do. They didn't hesitate at all. They want their damn car fixed. And of course, I got some new coolant. Now remember, guys, coolant, this is 10-year, 100,000 miles coolant. This car got 140,000 miles on it. So if this coolant was never changed, maybe that played a contributing role into the early failure. I wouldn't even call it early. 140,000. Guys, I said this before, I'm gonna say it again. Every part on this freaking car will eventually fail. It's just ain't no way. There's no such thing as a lifetime part. So every part on this car, this little fitting right here, someday, somehow, we eventually die. This little thing right here, someday, somehow, we eventually stop plugging in. Yeah, I mean, so every part on the car will eventually fail. Yeah. So that's a wrap. I'm not gonna film me replacing hoses. I don't want to insult you guys like that. Hose go on one way. Yeah, put it on and tighten it up. It's gonna be a task for me. I might end up taking this out. I charged accordingly, so I got enough hours to, you know, to compensate the repair I'm gonna do. Yeah, but just wanted y'all to know I got the same similar plastic hose connection. OEM. Yeah, this is. See that big old M? These are Mopar. Yeah, I expect another 100,000 miles out of these. This sucks. Oh well. Gotta deal with the hand you're dealt. It's your boy JT the Car Guy. I'm out. Alrighty, guys, it's about that time. Fix the dart. Alright, Dodge Dart. Now, y'all remember these hoses that, yeah, I'm not gonna go through all of that I talked about earlier, but I'm ready to put these hoses on. Guess what, guys? I put my foot down. No, you're not gonna give me no damn worm clamp for no hoses that's attached to plastic necks. Okay, remember, guys, if you're attaching a rubber hose to a plastic neck, you might want to go with tensioner clamps, or either the clamps that it calls for. All right, it calls for these. Y'all see this? I put my foot down. No, I'm JT the Car Guy, damn it. I want the original clamps that's supposed to be in it. All right, I'm missing some. I'm supposed to have 1, 2, 3, 4 small ones and 2 big ones. Alrighty, here they go, guys. Now, there's a special tube. Remember I had problems out of this a long time ago? I finally went and bought the special tube. Well, I had to order one. I'm not using no worm clamp. I'm using the clamp that calls for my special tube. Ta-da! Here you go, guys. Special tube for these clamps. Simply close it down, flip it over that, and it locks into place. This is all OEM stuff. Yeah, Mopar, baby. No Derman. We don't use Derman clamps over here. We don't use Derman nothing over here. All right, we Mopar, no car, baby. All right, guys. I'm not gonna film what I'm about to do because get this junk out of here. This is garbage. These are Dermans. Yeah, we don't want to use these. Mopar, no car over here. Guys, I got work to do. All right, I'm gonna bleed the system when I'm done, and that'll be a wrap. Just simple hose change. All that coolant down there is leaking everywhere. Every plastic hose or hose on this car is getting replaced right now, heater hose included. All right, now guys, I didn't charge enough. All right, that's a fact. Number one, in order to get this hose right here, which is this hose right here, guess what? The thermostat have to be removed. Okay, now y'all know how much we charging for this thermostat. All right, this ain't no joke. Yeah, so I didn't charge what a thermostat pay. I didn't even charge more than what a thermostat pay. So I'm doing extra work for what I estimated for. That's all on me. I can live with that part, guys. I'm not gonna call the customer back and ask for more money. I'm just gonna deal with it. All right, deal with the hand you're dealt. But this freaking hose, and guys, the clamps. Okay, you got to be creative on how you disconnect these clamps. All right, I don't know, grab a screwdriver and beat that sucker off or something because it's squeezed so tight up against this is one I think I'm gonna use a tensioner clamp. Number one, this what it's connected to is not plastic, so, and it's gonna be hard for me to get down there with these pliers and clamp that down the right way. So I'm gonna use a tensioner clamp on this, and well, not this because this one's gonna be easy, but oh my goodness, as you can see, I got the thermostat off as well as the brake pump. All right, where's the heater hoses? Oh my goodness, the clips that holds the housing on together. You got to be creative. You got to use a long pick, diagonal split pick, to get down there, and the clips, yeah, that holds these on there. You got to get that out of there. I know it's gonna be a pain in the butt. I went ahead and removed the throttle body. All right, so that gives me more room. You can see that's the heater coil next right there. So I'm almost there, so I'm not gonna cry anymore. Like this one right here, I had to bang this clip off because it's not turned the right way. I don't know, when did they assemble this car? They must assemble the hoses and then put the head on the damn car, because there's no way you can get this little ass thing on with the head already on the car. So there's some assembly secrets going on. The bottom hose is, as you can see, is remove that little retainer and it should pull right out, and it routes up here. So I got all my hoses. I'm ready to go, guys. And I got new coolant. I'm gonna bleed the system. I'm good to go. But yeah, if you're doing one of these heater hoses on anything with a 2.4 multi-air, make sure you compensate the fact that you will have to remove this. They just replaced this not too long ago, so I'm not gonna write up an estimate to replace it. You can tell, look, you see that RTV? That's to hold this bolt into place while you're trying to sprue. And they use the 8mm bolt, not the 10. So yeah, smart guy. All right, that's something I would do. But all right, I promise this is the last time I'm talking about this. I'm gonna bleed it, go drive, and then I'm gonna clean it up. Remember, all that coolant will not be there when I'm done. I take pride in my work, baby. All right, that's all I have, man. I gotta go. Thanks for watching.